Milo's magical kite. Milo was a curious boy with a heart full of wonder. He lived in a small town where the wind always seemed to whisper secrets through the trees. While other children played with toys and gadgets, Milo loved nothing more than watching the sky, imagining himself soaring among the clouds like a bird. One blustery afternoon, as he wandered through the market with his grandfather, something caught his eye. Tucked between an old leather-bound book and a brass telescope sat a dusty, tattered kite with vibrant red and gold patterns. The moment Milo touched it, a strange warmth spread through his fingertips. "This kite looks special," he murmured. His grandfather chuckled. "Ah, that old thing? The shopkeeper says it's enchanted. But be warned, Milo. Magic is not just about adventure. It comes with responsibility." Milo barely heard him. He was already imagining the kite soaring high above the town, dancing with the wind. Without hesitation, he traded his pocket full of coins for it. The first flight. That evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Milo ran to the highest hill in town. He lifted the kite into the air, and with the first gust of wind, it sprang to life. But instead of just flying, the kite pulled him off the ground. "Whoa!" Milo gasped as his feet left the earth. Higher and higher he went, past the rooftops, past the treetops, until the town was just a tiny speck below. The kite carried him through swirling clouds, past flocks of startled birds, until, whoosh, he landed softly on golden sand. He was no longer in his town. He was somewhere new. Before him stretched a desert filled with towering dunes. A small girl with deep brown eyes and a flowing blue scarf stood watching him. "You're flying a magical kite," she exclaimed. "You must be here to help." Milo blinked. "Help with what?" The girl pointed to a caravan of travelers struggling to pull their carts through the sand. "The wind has been too strong. It's burying the paths, and they can't find their way." Milo looked at his kite. If the wind had brought him here, maybe he could use it to change the wind. Taking a deep breath, he let the kite rise again. As it fluttered and spun, he tugged the string, guiding the wind itself. Slowly, the sandstorm calmed, revealing the lost path. The travelers cheered. The girl smiled. "Thank you, Milo. You're a true friend to the wind." Before he could respond, the kite tugged at him again, lifting him into the sky, the floating island. This time, Milo landed in the middle of a floating island, covered in glowing blue trees and shimmering waterfalls. Strange creatures, half bird, half fish, flitted through the air, singing songs that sounded like laughter. A group of children with butterfly wings ran up to him, their faces filled with worry. "Our home is drifting away from the Sky Village. If we don't stop it, we'll be lost forever." Milo thought for a moment. He could feel the wind shifting around him. Maybe his kite could help again. Holding the string tightly, he whipped the kite through the air, creating a strong breeze that nudged the island closer to the village. The winged children cheered as their home reconnected with the floating bridges. "You're amazing," they said, hugging him. "Please stay with us." Milo smiled but felt the kite pulling at him once more. "I have to go. I think I still have more to learn." The lesson of responsibility. The wind picked up again, and before Milo knew it, he was soaring toward a storm. Dark clouds churned, lightning crackled, and heavy rain drenched him. His kite struggled against the wind, and for the first time, Milo felt afraid. What if he lost control? What if he couldn't get home? Then he remembered what his grandfather had said. Magic is not just about adventure. It comes with responsibility. Mallow gritted his teeth, held on to the kite, and thought about everything he had learned. The wind wasn't something to fight. It was something to work with. Carefully, he adjusted the kite's angle, letting the storm's power guide him instead of resisting it. Slowly, the storm softened, the clouds parted, and the kite gently carried him back home. As his feet touched the grassy hill where his journey began, Milo smiled. He looked at his kite, not just as a toy, but as a friend. From that day on, Milo knew that adventure was always waiting. But more importantly, he knew that with every adventure came the responsibility to use his gifts wisely. And so, whenever the wind whispered through the trees, Milo would smile, because he knew it was calling him again. The end.